All right, welcome back to The Explainer. Today is the grand finale. We are wrapping up our four-part deep dive into transforming how businesses actually interact with their customers. We're taking everything we've talked about and synthesizing it into one powerhouse system. We are moving from a simple request to a fully professional experience. Let's see what happens when the right tools finally start talking to each other. But before we jump right in, let's just do a super quick recap of how we got here. We started with a headache, right? The core problem, those endless, time-consuming calls from customers just wanting a simple status update. Then we looked at the customer solution, which was portal transparency. And after that, the internal fix, workflow automation, to finally kill off all those repetitive manual tasks. Well, that brings us directly to step 4, putting it all together. This is where it gets really fun. We are going to watch the portal, the CRM, and the automation all join forces to manage a single request from the very first click all the way to the final resolution. Let's ground this with a real-world scenario. Imagine it's a calm Monday morning. You know the type. The coffee is actually hitting right. We've got a brand new customer. Let's call him Mr. Razai. His journey starts off super simply. He hops on the website, fills out a quick request form, and uploads his documents. It's completely seamless, absolutely zero friction for him. It almost feels a little too quiet, doesn't it? Like, what was actually happening behind the scenes while he was sipping his coffee? Because look, that calm, effortless user experience, that's really just the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the surface, there's this incredibly powerful, invisible engine that instantly kicked into high gear. So let's peel back the curtain and take a look. Literally the second he hits submit, an automated flurry kicks off in milliseconds. His request isn't just sitting in some generic inbox gathering dust. Oh no, his info is auto-logged right into the CRM. The sales team gets an instant ping. A brand new case file is generated. And honestly, the best part of all this, not a single keystroke of manual data entry was needed from the team. The system just completely grabs the wheel. But, real life happens, right? A few minutes later, a human expert is reviewing the case file and spots a tiny hiccup. One crucial document is missing. Now, traditionally, this is where the nightmare starts, triggering the absolute dread of drafting emails, waiting for replies, documents getting lost in spam folders, but not here. Instead of kicking off a super messy email chain, a specific, targeted request is pushed directly to the customer portal. Mr. Razai gets a clean little ping on his end. He logs in, sees exactly what's needed, uploads it, and hits submit. Boom, done. No digging through crowded, confusing email threads. And the moment he clicks submit, that invisible engine just fires right back up at lightning speed. The case status? Updated instantly. A task for the expert? Auto-generated. The manager? Notified. The workflow seamlessly triggers the very next stage of the process. Absolutely zero human prodding required here. The system just knows exactly what to do. I mean, this right here is the holy grail of business operations. No manual data entry, no lost emails, no phone calls required. Think about that for a second. Nobody had to drag and drop a file between folders or dial a phone number just to track down some missing paperwork. It is the absolute elimination of all that soul-crushing friction. All right, let's fast forward a few days. The whole process wraps up. Mr. Razai logs back in and sees this incredibly satisfying message. Your request has been completed successfully. And now he has this dedicated, completely transparent workspace. He's got full access to his history, his final files, and all his past communications, just perfectly organized in one spot. And that brings us to the real anchor of this entire narrative. For him, everything was simple. That is the ultimate goal here. The whole point of sophisticated software isn't to show off its complexity to the user. They shouldn't be seeing all the gears turning in the background. They should just get to sit back and enjoy the smooth ride. So how exactly is this magic trick performed? Well, the source material breaks down the M.com ecosystem as this beautifully integrated engine. The CRM manages all the hard data. The timeline tracks every single piece of activity. Automation acts as this invisible glue holding it all together. And the portal? Well, that's the glass window for the client. It's a true digital bridge between the customer and the business. And when a system is connected like this, the real-world takeaways are massive. Customers wait way less because those annoying bottlenecks just disappear. Internal teams get to avoid all that robotic work, which finally frees them up to use their actual expertise. Human error drops to near zero, and because of all that, the business can scale effortlessly.
what we're talking about here represents a massive paradigm shift. It is literally the difference between managing information and managing the customer experience. The old way was just hoarding data in messy, disjointed spreadsheets. This new integrated approach, it's all about actively curating a unified, exceptional journey for everyone involved. Which really brings us to the core mantra of this entire system. Give customers visibility, give teams control. By combining these tools, businesses aren't just buying another piece of software. They are giving their clients the total transparency they crave, and at the exact same time, giving their staff the control they desperately need.
So, if you are sitting there wondering what this would actually look like in practice for you, the M.com materials suggest the very next step is mapping this directly to your own data. By booking a demo with them, businesses can see exactly how this unified CRM, portal, and automation system adapts specifically to their own unique organizational workflows. I'll leave you with this final thought as we wrap up today's explainer. Take a hard look at your current operations. Look at your inbox. Look at your team's daily task list. Are you ready to stop managing chaotic data and start actually designing a seamless customer experience? The tools to do it are out there. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive, and as always, keep learning.